It all started about 2 weeks before graduation, before I was done with high school forever. I couldn't wait, that is until my parents told me they were going out of town for 6 months and I'd be staying with my old babysitter and current principal. She was always really nice to me and I got out of a few tough spots in school because of her, but the longest I had ever stayed at her house was a weekend, and 6 months there was a long time. I was going to 18 in 3 more weeks, but they just didn't trust me in the house by myself for that long. So the day they left was a school day and I went to school like it was any other day. Everything was normal until I got a message before last period to see the principal after school. I went to her office and she told me to sit down. She just had a few more things to do, then we'd go home. On the way home though, I realized I didn't have any clothes at all for the next 6 months because everything I had packed was still at my house. I asked her if we could stop at my home and pick them up, but she said no, it would be fine. She had some things at her house that I could wear until this weekend and we could go shopping. I agreed because I didn't really have anything for summer packed anyways, and it was already starting to get really hot during the day. When we got to her house, she told me to go take a nice hot shower while she prepared dinner, so I did. When I got out though, I noticed my clothes were missing and called out for Mrs. Price. She told me to come to the bedroom at the end of the hall, that's where my clothes were. I went down to that room and took a step back when I saw it. It was a pink room with Hello Kitty and Care Bears all over the place. It looked like a room for a girl of about 4 to 6. She told me this had been her daughter's room before she went off to college and that this is where I'd be staying for the next 6 months. She went over to one of the drawers and produced a pair of pink Hello Kitty panties for me and told me to take the towel off of my waist. I was a little hesitant until she reminded me that there was nothing to be ashamed of. She had changed my diapers until I was 4 anyways. I was a late trainer. When I thought about it, didn't really make a difference, but I did still want to dress myself at least, but I guess letting her do all the work is easier for me anyways. I let her pull the panties up to my waist and then she went to another closet and produced a pair of white knee-high socks with little pink bows on top of them and told me to sit down. She slid them up my legs and then led me to the closet where she produced a pink miniskirt and a pink Hello Kitty t-shirt that said Princess. I said no way am I wearing that, why can't I just wear jeans and one of the normal shirts in there? Her reply was simply, because I'm your guardian now and what I say goes, and I'm telling you that this is what you're going to be wearing, it's either this or nothing. So I let her pull up the miniskirt and put the shirt down over my head. After that was all done, she led me over to the vanity mirror and sat me down and did my makeup and tied my hair, which at that time was still 1/2 down my back and blonde, and tied it into 2 little pigtails. During and after dinner she explained the rules to me, that I would be in her daughter's clothes for the next 6 months. She then taught me how to sit like a lady, especially in a miniskirt, how to act and even how to talk like a lady. She told me that I would be attending the senior dinner dance as a girl and that this weekend while shopping we would be getting a formal gown for me to wear to that, and that this week I was to get one of my guy friends to take me and the date I was planning on going with to the dance. I told her I don't think anyone will agree to take me, but I'll try. So the next day at school, I was wearing pretty much the same outfit except no Hello Kitty on it. It just said Princess. I went up to my normal group of friends and it took them a minute to recognize me, but the second I say hey what's up, they were all like me Cal. I said yeah, according to Mrs. Price it's Michelle though, now she's making dress like this until my parents get back, but at least I can still have a normal life, it's just in different clothes, and hey it's not too bad, the skirt is really airy and feels really good during the summer. But anyway, she wants me to ask you guys if one of you will take me and Amanda to the dance next week. My buddy Toby agreed, anything to be with Amanda all night. So other than that, the rest of the week was pretty normal. Saturday I was awoken pretty early by Mrs. Price to go shopping. We bought a lot more panties for me and a few skirts and some shirts and a couple of handbags, a few pairs of shoes, but the main thing was the formal dress for the dance. It was a pink backless silk dress with 13 rows of petticoats underneath and was just beautiful. It actually made me look forward to going to the dance even dressed like that. Again, the rest of the week was the rest of the week. We had our finals, then went to grad night, which was at Disneyland, and then it was time for the senior dinner dance. That day Mrs. Price took me and got me a full makeover. My hair was streaked and styled. I got acrylic tips put on and painted pink. My toenails were painted pink as well, and my makeup was done professionally. I got home, got into my dress and waited for my date to pick me up. When he got there, he put the corsage on my wrist and we went and got into the limo where Amanda was already waiting for us. When we got there, we gave them our tickets and then Mrs. Price came out of nowhere and told Toby that he had to dance with me tonight whether he wanted to or not, and the same goes for me, and that she'll be watching us and that I'd get punished when we got home if I didn't do as she told. I had no idea what more she could do to me. She was already dressing me like her daughter, so I didn't think there was anything else, but I didn't really want to find out. After the dance though, we went and all got into the limo, and again Amanda was the first to be dropped off, and Toby actually came over and sat next to me and even tried to hold my hand. I backed away though, and he just looked at me like he was mesmerized. I reminded him that I was still a dude and I could still kick his ass, and he still came closer to me. When we got to my house, he got out of the limo and led me to the doorstep and said he had a real good time tonight. I think he drank some of the spiked punch or something, but then kissed me on the cheek and got back in the limo. When I got inside, I just went straight upstairs and took off the dress. I was so tired and shocked I didn't even bother putting on any jammies on and just went to bed.